It's Friday! Formal Friday, the 3rd of July, 2020. And that can mean one thing and one thing only, that it is time for today's The Quiz with me. It is your host, Edward C. Lewis. Now, it's okay, everyone, don't worry, because turn off all notifications, because I did just get startled by a notification on my computer. But of course, I'm Edward Lewis, and I'm joined, as always, by the spectacled one, the weirdo with the beardo, the quiz
C'est moi.
connoisseur.
Ooh, I've been called worse.
It's the WNL. How are you today, sir?
I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, Formal Friday is a chance to actually, don the old jackets and put the gently squeezing snake around my neck.
Yeah. It's the time for me to run very quickly to the coat hanger thing where I've hung up this, shove it on because I'm already 5 minutes late. Because it's time to start today's quiz. Hello, Jack Little? Hello, Osric422, the quiz guru. Very nice. There's a compliment for you. Do you mind being a guru?
Guru? Yeah. Oh, yes. Gurus are nice.
Guru. The Inquisitor of Quiz. That's good. The Inquisitor. Just that with the Z in there. The Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
Do you mind being an Inquisitor?
No.
Okay.
As long as it's not the Spanish version, yes.
Yeah, we have Durgel, Jean Bello, Ditopia, who says hello, bonjour, hula, hello, Pejanjeshi, salam, Kaikso, Zdaro, I'm butchering these pronunciations, buongiorno, Shesk, hello, what ho? Hello everybody, and looking, yes, Sukib skill. Well, we are looking smart, of course, because it's Formal Friday. And Jack Little, Durgel, Max Flashheart, Alien. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Another TV viewer, Araror, Bitstorm, Edelweiss, Kosick, Solar, the unresponsive, XG47, all of the best ones are here, so thank you very much for joining today. Are we all ready and are we keen? Asks Max Flashheart. Yes, I certainly am. I'm feeling very focused. I feel like I need a glass of water, which is not necessarily a positive thing. It's just the next thing that jumped into my mind. We've got a really nice little section at the end today on Nature Watch, so do stick around. We've had some fun little guests in our garden over these last few days that we now can share with you at home. But because it's Friday, Walter, WNL, where are the stats?
We do have a few stats, yeah.
Quick, on my desk at 9 a.m.
Like any American sports person, yeah. I know I do resemble that remark. We've got stats. We've got stats coming out of our ears. Can I remind you that we've done 56 quizzes so far in this set. 56 quizzes. Of those, you have won 7, drawn 4, and lost 45. Okay. 45. And lost 45. But 21 of those quizzes have been lost by one or the other by only 1 point.
So is this quiz 57?
This is quiz number 57 today, all about places. Yeah, my loose tie to sort of string together 10 questions. Can I say that since the last reckoning, you have actually gone up by 1/100th of a question per session. Okay, 0.01 improvement per session. The chatters, well, they're coasting along and still maintaining that excellent record with you, but they're down by 0.07 on their peak scores. The separation currently stands at 1.77 questions per quiz.
1.77 questions per quiz.
They're beating you by 1.77 questions per quiz overall.
That's not that bad, though. It's
not that bad. Well, I've got a projection here for you. If the current rates are maintained, now this is you eking out 1/100th every 8 quizzes. Okay, and if the chatters, if you guys keep going down by 0.07 every 8, then you will actually come together at 6.26 questions per quiz each on March the 6th, 2021.
That's not that far away.
A matter of 30-odd weeks or whatever, yes.
All right, we're carrying on. We're not stopping.
That's if they keep in this doldrum and you keep sort of, carrying on like that.
I could technically improve even more, couldn't I?
You could, but they could also improve as opposed to just taking it easy on you.
Great, that's true. As Max Flashart says, we are using the wounded wing tactic to lure Ed to keep going. No, I mean, hey, let's not make too much of a big deal of it again. We were talking about this last night, actually. And by the way, thank you for those stats. That's absolutely amazing. Can
I say that you're both doing very well, but we're on 56, 57 today. You actually peaked, both of you, on 17 quizzes, where you were up to 6.11 and they were up over 8 with 8.23.
So you're saying that it's only downhill from here, really?
I'm saying it's all downhill, yeah.
Yeah. Any more stats? Because they're juicy.
That's it. Yeah.
That's very good. Thank you so much. And hello, Revian, as well. Oh, wrong chat window. Says Max Flashart. Oh, yeah. I see. Thank you. Yes. But you're revealing your tactics to me. No, we were talking about this last night, actually. And we have no way of predicting the future. WNL, even though we've pretended to be time-traveling quiz universe masters, we actually don't have any way of predicting the future. So, I mean, hey, 60 sounds about like a nice big round number, doesn't it? And that would be, is that Wednesday next week?
Well, yeah, 3 more it would be, yes.
So just keep that in mind. Maybe that's when. I don't want to we're not making a big deal of it. But what I would say is that for that reason, let's say that it's an indefinite on hold, like just taking a break. We're just taking a break for a while.
Taking a break.
And
if you go away, that gives you an opportunity of coming back, yes.
Well, that's it. It's not like we're done with this forever. It's just like, hey, we're taking a break for a bit. And then you never know when the world needs some more quizzes. This is what I'm saying. So like in a few weeks' time, it could very much be like, no, we need it. As in me and my dad need it too. So let's just say we're taking a break. It's just that, things are changing. Times are changing and we're moving with the tides. As season 3 coming to an end, but doesn't necessarily mean it won't come back. So it's not a goodbye, it's a see you later. Great, and the time might just work out nicely, says Max Flashart. Yeah, we're just taking a break. So after Wednesday, we're taking a break. There you go, done. Calm. We'll say goodbye. Stop it. Stop being sad. We're just taking. Stop being sad, Commander Nexus. Stop crying, Jack.
No sadness allowed.
No, sadness is allowed. I understand. I appreciate it. You have to take breaks when it's best. Exactly. Okay, and always leave them wanting more, as I've said many times before, which is what my mother said to me whilst I was playing the acoustic guitar at my sister's wedding and singing, and she came up and went, "Is that the last one, Edward?" And I was like, "No, I had 2 more planned." And she goes, "Always leave them wanting more." As I was like, "Okay, you're trying to get me off now. You embarrassed?" And I was like, "No, I'm gonna play some more," down the microphone.
Zookeeper's girl is pointing out that, like to have the odd quiz, again, occasionally, and all that. All of our quizzes are odd, so yeah.
Yeah, that's true. The odd quiz every now and again. If W gets an amazing quiz ideas, we would love to have the odd quiz again. Of course we will. Yes, and we're not going to go away entirely, like I said. If we apply logic to the year and made it 13 months of 28 each days with an intermission day at the end of the year, 2 year, every 4 years, then there would be 13 Friday the 13th every year. Hey, says Brett Rockstar. Hello, how are you doing? Avra says, okay, so after Wednesday, we're switching to Ed guitar streams. Something like that. Or just maybe just having a break in total. Have you ever talked about a 13-month year with a day or two that wasn't in a month? No, Jack Little, you do sound a bit mad at this point. That would be the day we did the purge on. Okay. Is WNL allowed to quiz with us behind your back? I mean, if you wanted to, he can.
If you were capable, that would be a possibility. But yeah,
I would have to teach him how to use OBS.
You'd have to teach me an awful lot, and I'm a very slow learner at my age. Yes.
Just load up OBS and you press start streaming, and you hope for the best. That's what we do, and look how successful it is every single time. There's never any audio problems. There's never any frozen screens. Just saying, he's a talent for it. He does. I absolutely agree. He does. He would make a great host. Would you want to appear on The Little Massive as a quiz contestant at some point?
Would I want to appear on
somebody else's stream as a quiz contestant at some point?
Oh, that wouldn't be. It depends on the nature of the quiz. Things that require great speed. I like taking my time, talking about things. I would much prefer Who Wants to Be a Millionaire as opposed to The Chase, although I love the type of questions on The Chase. Yeah. It's one of those things. So dare I say that I haven't seen The Little Massive, but sure, why not?
You should remedy that. Okay. Let's do a quiz.
Today's quiz.
It's a quiz.
Our quiz today. Well, we've had one on people recently, so I thought we'd go over to places. So it's 10 questions loosely based around places today. Are you ready? I'll remind you that you're not allowed to look at the chatter's answers. Only I will be able to.
Don't want to look at them anyway.
The first 3 answers, and if we have some sort of consensus, that'll be their answer. If not, then, I'll take their first answer. That'll be their answer. Then I'll come over to you. We'll compare and see how the scores skyrocket, I'm sure, today. Yeah.
10 out of 10 for the Confetti Canyon.
2 10s for the Confetti Canyon.
Bye-bye, everybody. Goodbye, Osric. Goodbye, Max Flashart. I will see you towards the end for a lovely little update from the garden.
Oh, yes. I'm looking forward to that today.
Me too.
It's going to be good fun. Okay, you've turned them off?
Yes. And there's a bee on your face again. A mouse.
Metaphor. A bee, is it?
Yeah, got it. You got it.
I got it. Okay, good. Question number one. Because of its association with the car industry, Detroit in Michigan, in the United States, has a nickname. I'd like to know what it is.
Because of its car manufacturing.
Because of its association with the car manufacturing industry, Detroit has a nickname. What's it called in the States? I have their answer.
I don't have any idea, which immediately throws my average down, and I'm furious about it. But I'm going to say the Mechanic City.
The Mechanic City. Okay. Actually, it did sort of extend over into the music industry, and that came from the first nickname. The first nickname is, of course, the Motor City. Yeah. And we have Motown. Motown music. Motown is, the Motor Town, Motor City.
Well, you learn something new every day.
The chat stream already knew it. They're ahead 1-0. Okay.
Well done, chatters. No Confetti Canyon today. Alas, I don't think that this is ever going to happen. But that's what we can keep on hold in our hearts, in our souls, and in our minds. That one day,
I'll put it back away here. Yes,
we will launch the Confetti Canyon.
Question number 2, simple 50-50. It's true or false. I'll read out a statement, and if you agree with it, write down the entire word true. If you disagree, the entire word false.
Okay.
Here's your statement.
What if you're on the fence about it?
If you're on the fence, just let somebody else answer.
The entire word.
Maybe, mayhaps, perchance.
Okay.
Here's your statement. Brighton was originally called Brighthelmstone. Is that true or false? Brighton was originally called Brighthelmstone.
Brighthelmstone.
Which is the Bright, B-R-I-G-H-T, Helmstone.
The entire...
the entire word, okay. I don't have their answer yet, Edward, so put your guess off for a minute or two, okay?
I'm turning my guess off.
You're turning your guess off. Okay, I have their answer.
The entire word true.
The entire word true. Can I say that before the Doomsday Book in 1086, it's actually recorded. Yes, it was Brighthelmstone.
Oh.
So we're going all the way back to the 11th century.
Well,
it was Brighthelmstone.
Well, everybody, I went against my own gut feeling on that one there.
Well, they went for theirs and your gut feeling, and they actually said that it was false. So the scores are back to a draw. It's tied 1-1.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Feeling good.
Feeling good.
Ready.
Excuse me, I've got a...
No, you can't put the confetti cannon back out. The confetti.
I have to. It
was chafing.
Getting in the way of my arm motion to record scores.
Right.
And I'm going to have to record a lot of scores. I'm sure it will have peak performances today. Okay, question
Two
number
nines today. Two nines.
Two nines. Question number three. Number three. According to data from the Vitiviniculture World Market Report, which country is, per capita per annum, the greatest consumer of wine? Is it France, Italy, or Portugal? According to data from the Vitiviniculture World Market Report, which country is, per capita per annum, the greatest consumer of wine? Is it France, Italy, or Portugal? Jack Little saying, I've asked this before. I have asked it. Well, I had different statistics before, so be careful with your answer.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I mean, things can change from year to year.
I've heard this question before. I remember it, but I don't remember the answer, unfortunately, because you, of course, want to go.
I have their answer.
You want to go for Italy or France, and then if you go size-wise in terms of population, I believe that France is more populous. So let's try France.
Okay, there was a flaw in your argument because we said per capita per annum.
Oh, wait, stop. Let's go back then.
We're going per head per year.
France.
You're going with France.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they went with Italy. And, of course, it has to be Portugal. 71.5 bottles per capita per annum, as opposed to the French 54.6.
Nobody
and Italians
ever.
Yeah, the Italians coming in with a paltry 50.4. So
does Portugal actually exist, though?
Portugal. Well, I don't know. And under
nobody ever talks about Portugal.
Grapes. Yeah, it's there somewhere, floating along in a sea of grapes.
What's happening in Portugal right now? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. I don't know. Someone's probably sitting out in Madeira, which is Portugal owned, and having a great time, I should think.
Nobody talks about Portugal. We should all talk about Portugal more. Let's find out. I'm going to give you some.
We just did. Question number 3.
I know. Keep going.
The winners.
Great,
yes.
And I love that. Keep going. Keep going with the quiz. I'm going to give you some Portugal news.
Designer Portugal loved visiting Porto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uncertain future for traveling in Portugal.
You have reasonable football teams as well, if you're into that sort of thing. Yeah. Okay. Hey. So, no points scored there. It still remains 1 point apiece going into question number 4. Are you ready? Question number 4. 2 South American countries do not have a coastline. Okay, they're landlocked. Name either one for the point.
2 South American countries.
2 South American countries do not have a coastline. Either one for the point.
I'm just having a think, and I apologise. I know that there's some silence that happens during this quiz. That's because we have these moments here where you're waiting for an answer, and I'm waiting for you to wait for the answer.
And you're being pensive, not sleepy.
I understand that that's dead air, and I understand it looks like I'm disinterested.
I do have their answer now. If you would like to stop being disinterested. And shoot yourself back into action. Think of one that you wouldn't normally think of.
I'm trying.
And it's probably going to be correct, you see.
I'm trying to.
Oh. But it's hard to think of something you haven't thought of.
What about Bolivia?
Bolivia. Well, they had one Bolivia, but they outvoted themselves with 2 Paraguays. And Paraguay.
Uruguay?
Paraguay and Bolivia are both correct. So they're right and you're right. Yes, points all around.
Together we got them all as well. So we both deserve a bonus point. No, we don't. Don't ruin the stats.
Hey,
Betty
Canyon is safe.
Did you know that Brussels is threatening Portugal with legal action over their refusal to sanction cash refunds for, just giving everyone some information, cancelled flight bookings?
Really? Is this going to end up in some sort of 30 days war or something?
I hope not. And
I mean, this happened to me once going to France. I'm sure I told you that. I was deported from France I was living in Kirkham at the time, of course, up here in north, and the Kirkham Advertiser didn't really carry the news that France had now suddenly imposed a visa system on the United States because of some trade embargo or something. Anyway, I went down there, got on. This tells you how old it was. It was one of those wonderful things that elevate and go flying across. I got there, and the customs official said, "Hang on, you're American," and they escorted me back over to England. And 2 days later, they rescinded, of course, the visa requirement. But by this time, I'd had to go and queue at the French embassy in London and get a visa, and then I almost missed skiing.
I'm sorry to hear it, and I'm glad that you didn't in the end. And those are some serious, those are some serious sort of, and I hate the
phrase.
As
Macy K says, yes, I meant to say hovercraft. Yeah,
something like that.
The gently flying whatever it was that took me over, like that. They were pretty vicious. You had to strap yourself in for the most part. Quite a rattle.
Did you know? Here's if you Google 5 facts about Portugal. Here's what comes up. Are you ready? I'm going to read them as they appear. Number 1, Portugal is the oldest country in Europe. That's cool. We like that one. Number 2 of the 5 fun facts about Portugal is a question, which is, what do Portugal and Japan have in common? Number 3 is the world's oldest bookstore is in Lisbon. I like that one too. That's a great one. And number 4 is the shortest and longest reigning monarchs. Just that sentence. That's the number 4. And number 5 is there's always time for coffee. That's not. I'm not joking. You can see that. You can Google that, and you can see it.
This is a tourist board sort of thing? Trying to get you to Google other things, and
I suppose so. I'm being mean, of course. I'm sure there's lots of interesting things about Portugal. I'm trying to educate myself. I want to know more, and I'm not interested in football, so none of that.
I know a lot of people go there to play golf. They think the weather is good and the golf courses are nice. I'm not a flogger of the ball myself.
You're not. You never. No, you're more of a pool shark, aren't you?
Well, wrestling in high school and university, Greco-Roman freestyle. I have chronic shoulder separations, or had, and it was out of the socket about 18 times, and I just can't swing a golf club. So no, never got around to it.
Okay, next question, please. Sorry,
I'm spoiling of a good walk. Yeah.
I'm derailing us here a little, and I apologise. I'm going to be very attentive and behave. I'm going to behave well from now on.
Okay.
Lots of pointing, lots of hand gestures, and that means
the train is back on the tracks. Okay, it's 2 points apiece, still nicely poised. It's question number 5, halfway through today's quiz. I'd like to know the country of Kenya. Okay, we're going African here. Is it above, below, or on the equator?
Always doing
that wonderful imaginary line that goes around the Earth, where it's sort of slightly squashed and like my waistline. Is it above, below, or on the equator, Kenya?
It's a good question, and it's one I really want to have the right answer to, but I'm afraid I cannot give it to you. I believe that it is slightly below the equator.
Well, some of it does extend below the equator. Some of it extends above because it is on. It is on the equator. And although they had some, varying opinions, they got it as well. 2 out of 3 consensus. They've forged into the lead. The Chatters are ahead 3 points to 2. Okay?
So this face is this face here is disappointment. Yep. Again, it's not disinterestment. It's disappointment. And that's why the world should be more, and this is something else we noticed last night, like when we're watching Kingdom, and that sort of anime style or kind of Asian cinema style, classic Asian cinema style, facial reactions to everything.
Yeah, turning around. It was.
No! Kind of thing. And it's
almost like a no play, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it's from the acting school of Tom Cruise, which I love very much. I think Tom Cruise is one of the greats of. He's just a great film star, isn't he? Put anything aside about what you know about him as a person, great film star. And I just love all that kind of. Everything's so big, every movement is.
Well, yeah, he's certainly not of the mumbling school of make do with what I give you. He makes sure. Yeah.
That's my Tom Cruise impression. Someone tells a joke. Smile.
Remind me to never tell a joke. Yes.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. You never say anything funny enough to make me laugh on here anyway.
I'll remember that. All right, let's move on. Are you ready for the next question? You're behind 3 points to 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the chatters, they got it. They knew that it was on the equator. It's question number 6.
I don't mean that, by the way. I think you're very funny.
Odd or yes, okay, humorous. Question number 6. If you rearrange the letters in the name of Japan's capital city, you can make up the name of a former capital of Japan. What is that former capital? If you rearrange the letters, we're talking about the English version of the name, of Japan's capital city, you can make up the name of a former capital of Japan. What is that former capital?
Come on.
I have their answer.
Kyoto.
Kyoto, yes. And your pronunciation is probably far better than mine. You've actually been to Japan, correct?
I have, and I've been to Kyoto, as we would say it. And it's great. The highlight was there's like a sort of mountain in the city centre that you can trek up, and that was incredible. A
city centre mountain?
Pretty much. Yeah,
they don't have a subway system, an underground going from one side of the city to the other, around the mountain or under the mountain.
I can't remember the name of it, but it's not far from the city centre, and you can walk to it from the hostel I was staying in. It was incredible. I loved it. I had a great day. That's it. That's all I got.
Well, it sounds good.
Japan was one of my favourite trips I've ever done.
I must get there sometime.
You really should. I went out there on my own and just explored around. And
I almost went there once to supervise sixth formers on some sort of conference. But when I realized it would have been nothing other than jet lag and sitting in conference halls and there was no time to actually see anything, I thought, that's not going to be my introduction to Japan now.
Okay, here we go. Mountain Temple, Kyoto.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be, Fushimi Inari. There you go. Fushimi Inari. Yes, it's incredible. It's this. And you'll have seen this before. You'll have seen this temple before or images of it. This thing, it'll appear on the screen in a second, where it's kind of all the way up the mountain. It's this. With the gates, I can't remember the name of the gates. I feel terrible. I clearly went away and learned absolutely nothing. But I tried. It's a beautiful temple, and it goes all the way up into the top of the hill behind Kyoto. I recommend it. I recommend Japan so wholeheartedly. But yes, sorry. Next question, please.
That's okay. Hey, it's 4 points to 3. You're still slightly behind. Chatters, you're slightly ahead. Okay.
For a second, I was winning.
Question number 7. Back in the real world. No hidden trapdoors. Question number 7. The world's highest waterfall. Is it located in Asia, Africa, or South America? The world's highest waterfall. We're talking about drop, okay? So longest, highest, all those sort of things. Is it located in Asia, Africa, or South America? That's question number 7.
It's a good question.
I have their answer.
As per usual.
They're confident.
I'm not. Did you say North Africa?
I said it's Asia, Africa, or South America.
Africa.
We're keeping it continental.
Africa.
We're going with Africa. There are fantastic falls on the Zambezi and all sorts of things, but you have to go to Angel Falls in Venezuela, in South America, to get the highest.
It's a very South American-leaning quiz today.
You see, you're learning that now, and now we'll not have any more questions about South America.
Ever again.
I promise.
One about Mexico.
Got it correct, though. So they're now ahead by a score of 5 points to 3.
My average is taking a hit.
3 questions.
It's going to be 2022 now.
Win.
Yeah.
It's getting close, though, to having to abdicate. Question number 8. Number 8. Which European country has a flag that has 9 horizontal stripes of alternating blue and white and a white cross on a blue background up in the top left-hand corner?
Do that again.
Okay, which European country has a flag that has 9 horizontal stripes of alternating blue and white, and then it's got a white cross on a blue background up in the top left-hand corner? Think of, light blues and whites across this way, white cross up there in the corner. I have their answer.
I'm rubbish at flags. Absolutely terrible at flags. Is it?
Well, work your way through it.
I'll give it a go.
Things it couldn't be.
Yeah. Okay.
It's certainly not. Well,
right.
We're still. I said European country. I didn't say European Union. So it's not. It's not the British Union Jack, is it? No. Nothing to do with Scotland.
I'm aware. Yeah. I could have guessed Scotland. You never know. Is it Greece?
It is Greece. Yes. Well done. Greece.
Got there.
All those stripes and
I remembered it in
a wonderful one.
It's a nice flag, isn't it?
It
Greece
is.
Has had a hard time, hasn't it? Greece has had a hard time.
They have. Just when you think it's sort of I've been to Greece a few times, but for me, I'm going to admit that when I went, it was just too hot. I was trying to avoid the sun because it was like, in old school money, Fahrenheit about 125 or something. It was just ridiculous.
I was with you there, wasn't I?
Yeah, and we just
Zakynthos we went to.
Zakynthos, yeah, Sante, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, I think I read all of the Harry Potter novels then to try to stay up with you and your classmates. Yeah, this is it. When you're an English teacher, you've got to do these things.
Yeah, it's such a shame. Such a shame.
Okay, hey, the chat stream got it correct as well. It is 6 points to 4. They lead you with 2 questions left. Question number 9 is, simple 50-50. It's true or false. And I'll read you out a statement again. And if you agree with that statement, write down the entire word true. If you disagree, write down the entire word false. Here is your statement. Baltimore, in Maryland, once served as the capital of the United States of America. Is that true or false? Baltimore, in Maryland, once served as the capital of the United States of America. True or false? Oh, I'm waiting for another answer here. I have their answer.
The entire word, true.
The entire word, true. And you're absolutely right. Something like 9 cities can actually lay claim to the title of having been the capital of the United States at one point or another. It wasn't up until 1780 or whatever that they finally got around to saying Washington, D.C. They said it 10 years earlier, and then while they were getting things ready, it met in Philadelphia, where, of course, they have the Liberty Bell and all that in Pennsylvania. But in the meantime, beforehand, they moved around. And, it was, I think, 2 months and 7 days back in 1777, right after they declared their independence, that Baltimore, Maryland was the U.S. capital. Trenton, New Jersey is another one. New York. It was in New York City at one point.
I'm glad they finally made up their mind.
They finally made up their mind. Went for the Alabaster Halls of Washington, D.C.
That's right.
Which is ensconced or enclosed in by Maryland. Mm-hmm. So just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Baltimore.
Mm-hmm. Spent quite a bit of time there in recent years. Last couple of years. Spent quite a bit of time there the last couple of years.
In Washington or in Baltimore?
Well, Washington and Maryland. Yeah.
Baltimore is such a strange city. If you watch
I've actually never been to Baltimore.
Things like this, strange city, but and some interesting coffee shops, and I think we were talking about some strange films last week, and quite a few of those I think were filmed in the environs of Baltimore. Strange place. Great. Anyway. They got it correct as well. It is 7 points to 5. Edward, gird your loins for defeat.
It's okay.
But number 10 will bring you back up to your average.
It's going to.
And we'll get them back up to theirs as well. Okay. It is a simple 50-50 again, but not true or false. Question number 10, I'd like to know, which has the larger population? Scotland or Wales? Which has the larger population? Scotland or Wales?
Interesting question. I'm pretty sure I know.
Well, we've had a difference of opinion at least, but we do have consensus. Well, we'd have to if we had only two choices in the first three, and I have their answer.
Scotland.
Bonnie Scotland is absolutely correct.
Yeah.
5.44 million people to Wales, 3.14 million.
I was going to say, there's hardly anyone in Wales. It's tiny. You've got Edinburgh, Glasgow, Fife, Dumfries, the other one.
The other one. Well, we got Aberystwyth. We have sorts of
Aberdeen.
Aberdeen.
What's the one?
The Granite City.
What's the one that's in the middle between? It begins with a C.
In the middle and beginning with a C.
Gretna Green. No.
Gretna Green.
The C. It doesn't matter. It really.
Charleston's in South Carolina. Yes.
It doesn't matter at all. It's meaningless.
As Alien says, there's more to Wales than people. You have all those. Yeah. You have all those sheep. Yes.
Cumbria. No, I'm not thinking of Cumbria. It's Scottish town beginning with a C. Who cares? Okay. Hey, well done, everyone.
8 points to 6. Nicely run. And the chatter's in charge today.
Yeah. Well done, everyone. I'm impressed. It's a city that I went to record an EP with my friends. It might not even begin with a C when we used to be in bands. The Denmark Street Cataract is an underwater waterfall found on the western side of the Denmark Strait in the Atlantic Ocean on the Arctic Circle between Iceland and Greenland. It is the world's highest underwater waterfall, with water falling almost 3,505 meters. Wow, impressive.
Wow.
Impressive.
That's fantastic.
Whereas the Angel...
If that were up, we'd be flying along with those vultures, yes.
Whereas Angel Falls is actually only 939. So technically, it's between Iceland and Greenland.
And, chatters, with that sort of an explanation, had you offered that as your answer, I would have given it to you.
There you go. Well, there you go. You don't get any extra points. Technically, I was right, says Osric. Edinburgh, I love the best Irish and Australian bartenders. Fantastic. We did. I would love to go. There's one city I've never visited that I would really, really love to visit. Is that? Yes. Anyway, so did you enjoy today's quiz?
Very much so.
Me too. I had a nice time. Should we do 3 more of these?
Why not?
Yeah, let's do 3 more of these. I reckon that seems about right. I enjoyed it enough to do 3 more of them. I'm sorry, being very silly. Great quiz. It always is. It always is, and it always will be. But before we leave today, I think it's time that we shared with you some videos that we've been taking. Now you can see I've changed it to full screen because I don't know. I mean, I liked the little thing that we were doing, but I also really like that picture of the cat that I took that time. You were right about disinterested, says Jekyll. What's up?
I wasn't watching, but it's probably uninterested as opposed to disinterested. Which and probably made a very good, fine point using the word fine.
Yeah. You want to stick around for this little next section before you leave because we're getting nice and quick. We've had some fun little guests in our garden using the trail cam, which of course I purchased for my dad and Helen, his wife. Let's show off some of the lovely videos. So let's start with this one. Not sure which one it is or what order I'm showing these off in, but these have all been these are great, and no one can see it, but now you can. All right, so as you can see here, WNL, why don't you tell us about this bit? And if you can tell us in the chat about what you think.
I can tell you if I can see it. You know, we have a. Are we doing the first one here?
Yeah. There's sorry, you should be able to see it soon. Can you see it?
Okay. Yeah, if you keep it sort of repeating slightly, then yeah. Right now, I'm still seeing that wonderful cat with a
really.
With a
it's that much of a delay.
It's that much of a delay. There we go. Yeah. My favorites, the goldfinches.
Yeah, it's absolutely stunning.
Oh,
Look at that.
Yeah, we have quite a few goldfinches that come around, and yeah, for the most part, I thought they'd be a little bit closer on those Niger seeds. They prefer the Niger seeds, but yeah, the sunflower hearts won out, and they went for those yesterday. Yes.
Like a lovely goldfinch. Okay, video number 2. And unfortunately, my screen does look right. Okay, this is almost vermin at this point. I believe there are 6 at the start of this video. Long-tailed tits. 6 of them. Look at.
Yeah.
That's too many.
They swarmed in. Yeah, and enjoyed.
6 long-tailed tits and also blue tit there, just going, hey, how's it going, guys? Oh god, I can see that I'm not welcome to this party. But that's kind of amazing.
Yeah, there was a fat ball each, and they went for it. Yeah.
3. Jack Little, careful. I read things that you put in that chat. I don't get them out of the back of my foot. That's amazing. Yeah, they're really, really beautiful creatures. Then we have this one. Oh, it's just another video of those guys crowding around. Having a great time.
And of course, then the last one I want confirmation on.
There's 2 more actually.
2 more.
Yeah. They look rough, says Max Slashar. Yeah, they look like a gang. I feel slightly terrified of them. Oh, there's the goldfinch again. Look at these 2. I haven't seen this one.
The second goldfinch, yes.
Yeah. Oh, they're beautiful.
They are. They're more deliberate. I mean, everything else swarms in and out. The goldfinches say, I think it's our turn, we'll come in, and they sit around for a couple of minutes, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Did everyone see that? They make such a nice little noise too. Yes, they do. And this is the one you're talking about, I think, the last one. Yeah. So we'll pause it on this because... Oh, well, wow.
I mean, I think it's... my eyes aren't good, but I think it's a greenfinch. Am I correct, Osric 42?
Or anybody who has any, yeah.
Or anybody who has any greater knowledge than me on birds, which, considering that it's probably almost anyone, but yeah.
Brilliant. Some lovely little friends. Greenfinch, you are indeed. Apparently they look in really good condition given it's the summer too. Hey, this last thing though. Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
Now this is last night's little treat. 4 a.m. There you go. This is the guest that joined us yesterday. Yay!
Yeah.
That's a starling, says Jack Little. Yeah, we got a little hedgehog. Love the little hedgehog.
Munch. Yeah. Enjoyed that food.
Yeah. And hopefully this is going to open the right one and not being embarrassed by something else later in the computer. Yes, and here's another. Oh, yeah, he's off. He's had enough. He's having a sniff around there. Okay, good. See you later, mate. Yeah. All right, well, that's all we're going to see from the hedgehog, I think. Oh, no, wait. He's back. Here he comes.
I love it.
Shake, shake, shake.
Yeah.
Look at that leg action.
Fleas. Yeah, this is it.
Look at... I like the scratch on the right-hand side.
Yeah, good scratch on the right side, then left leg up, over the head. Bam! Bam! I wish I could do that with my legs, yes. Yeah.
Look at the height on the leg. Look at the height on the leg.
You could be an NFL football kicker, yes, doing something like that, yeah.
Whoa, it goes higher. Look at that one. Yeah, that's the height. That's the height that we get on there. Do. Boop, and bam! Alright, there you go. What a lovely time. Oh, you've disappeared entirely. I don't know why. There you are.
That's okay.
No, you're back. Alright, well, thank you, everybody. What a lovely time. And thank you, everyone, for remember, it's okay to be EK. And you are all the best ones. And it's always a pleasure to have you here. And I hope that you all have lovely weekends. We'll be back Monday, midday, for another quiz. A few more days of quizzing. And yeah, as always, I keep thinking of the great stuff by It doesn't. Sorry, I'm getting very distracted here by Bob Mortimer that he does his recent things, but I won't do that. You are, as always, and he calls him a crafty badger or something like that. He says something silly like that. But anyway, have a lovely time and look after each other. And thanks again, Jack Little, for the ending screen, which is really, really cool. See you next week. Bye.
We'll see you.